Alright, Knights of Apollo, what's up guys? It's Apollo here. We are back once again in Middle-earth playing 3rd Age Total War. This, of course, well, this is the Siege of Helm's Deep. No, I'm just kidding. It's the Siege of Minas Tirith. Alright, the big, epic siege finale of the Lord of the Rings story. Which, of course, there's also another battle after this, which is the Battle of the Black Gate. But this is like the last big siege, and it's awesome. And it's one of my favorite movies. The third one. The second, well, honestly, I love the whole trilogy. The whole trilogy is my favorite, like, movie cinema thing ever. All right, so I love that. But yeah, we're here in Minas Tirith. It's gonna be quite the battle, and we got some cool factions that are about to slaughter each other. So right now we'll start with Gondor. We've got Dol Amroth, who's sallying out some Silver Swan knights, also, which I think in the books they do this, like the Silver Swan knights, they sally out, try to slow down the slow down Mordor. Anyways, don't quote me on it. So that's Dol Amroth is commanded by Iamthemanfish, and then he's got more cav charging out as we speak. Here's the rest of his forces kind of holding this main gate. Over on his right, we have Lengo, who is commanding Mordor. Also, don't mind the floating furniture in barrels and whatnot. That's just magic by Gandalf. He's just putting on a little show. But yeah, we've got more Iamthemanfish forces over here. We've got Dolar Elf, who is also, of course, playing as Gondor. He's got the classic Gondor infantry, and I believe that's it. I think it's 3 different players that are just together defending this settlement. Now, the capture point is right here, which I actually prefer, because when it's all the way up here, it's too long. It's just the battle's way too long, you know? Just way too long. But yeah, very cool. Let's go ahead and check out the attackers. We'll start on this side over here. So we've got Mordor, commanded by Froggy. So he's bringing some nice orcs to the battle. Right next to him, we have Kaisar, who is bringing Rune. Very cool siege towers. And then over here, we've got another Mordor force led by Butt Nugget. I don't know what kind of name that is. Is that like another name for Dingleberry? I don't know. But yeah, Butt Nugget is, look at this. This is a cool shot right here. This might be the thumbnail. Look at that. Boom. Very cool. So, and 2 more. We got 2 more. Over here, we have Harad, commanded by Master Blaster. And he's only bringing 2 siege towers, but it's alright. His teammates are bringing a ton. And then finally, we have another Mordor commanded by Infinity 7. So, those are the player names. Those are the factions. Let's go ahead and do normal speed. Let's go ahead and check out this sally out where we have the glorious Dol Amroth Knights in Cav trying to get something done here. Let's see what they're going to go for. They're just going to run out. And it's not a bad idea. Instead of just going directly towards an enemy, they're gonna charge out and just make them nervous. They have some artillery which they're panically, they're panicked, and they're pushing up this siege equipment forward. These 2 trolls are not getting the picture though. They're like, what? Huh? What cav? I don't see any cav. Look how slow it's going. What in the world is happening here? Like, I don't see any cav. Yeah, they're just, yeah, they're taking their sweet time. Over this way, though, it looks like the cav is committing, though. I think they're going to get a charge on these clansmen, the Eastron clansmen. Boom. First charge of the battle. They're going to do some cycle charges. They get a couple kills, nothing too crazy. Here comes another charge. Nice. Nice aggressive play by the defenders. Always good to see on these, even on these like Lord of the Rings themed battles. Over on this side, we have Mordor just going full. Well, actually, they dropped all their siege equipment. They have dropped all the siege equipment and now rushing forward to get to their ally. And that's kind of the bad thing about the deployment of these armies. Here comes a charge right into these infantry, the orc infantry. But yeah, that's the bad thing about this is a cool shot too here, about the deployment of the attackers, is that they're so spread out. They're so spread out, and this being an older Total War, you can't deploy all in the same spot. Now we've got this little parade march here by Mordor pushing up the ram. The gate is open, it looks like, unless that's a visual glitch. I don't know if the ram's gonna work. I'm not sure what's happening here, but it's kind of hilarious. So, yeah, pretty embarrassing from Mordor. But what do you expect from a bunch of orcs? Orcs where their lives don't matter. Am I right? Am I right, fellow humans? So another good charge right there from the Cav. They're just constantly cycling and trying to do as much damage to Mordor as possible as they're trying to regroup and start pushing. Now Rune is just, they're staying true to the course. They are pushing up a ton of siege towers. They're not stopping. And there we go. Here comes the juicy artillery. Oh my god. Did it hit anyone? It hit a couple troops here. Here comes another Cav charge. Beautiful. So these knights are doing a good job. They're doing a great job right now. And I think they're trying to get them to clump up a little bit. Maybe they're going to use the artillery. They got some trebuchet over here. Yeah, I would definitely use the trebuchet early. And then I would use the catapults a little bit end game. Because trebuchet, they're more known for their distance. They're not very accurate. So get it, start hitting them now while they're far away. And then save the catapult for when they clump up and start pushing into the city streets. Hopefully it doesn't come to that if you're, one of the defenders, but it will. It will. There goes another artillery. Oh! Trebuchet landed some hits. Good cap charge to follow up by that. And finally, we're going to get our first siege tower. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. We got siege towers over here. The Great Army is pushing on this flank as well. And Mordor is preparing. He's got some Gondor. I'm sorry. Gondor is not Mordor. Mordor is attacking. Gondor has some troops set up here. Some Gondor infantry ready to hold against this orc fodder that's pushing up. And a mix of other Haradrim forces. But they're not quite letting their troops out. I think they're waiting to push on all fronts. Same thing over here. Well, actually, I think they're gonna start attacking. I don't think they're waiting for too long. But yeah, big full siege tower attack. Gondor is panicking. Oh my God, how cruel! Gondor is sending civilians to hold the walls. Civilians. Okay. Maybe the orcs are the good guys. Maybe the men are bad. They've been bad this whole time. But yeah, there they go. It's gonna be a tough fight for these troops of Rune. But yeah, they just gotta keep pushing, and do some damage, and maybe they can get a position up on these walls, secure it, and then send up archers, and that's gonna do wonders for them. But yeah, they're just constantly dropping off more and more troops. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Back over this way, the siege towers still have not committed. There goes the gate. Look at that. That's a cool shot with all the siege towers back there. But yeah, they still have not pushed forward or started attacking with the siege tower. They just have them in position. So I don't know why they're waiting for too long, because Rune is going full sail ahead. These troops are breaking though. Yeah, like these clansmen are not gonna do well early on. Like, I would have sent a medium unit. Nothing too fancy, nothing too weak, just a medium unit to kind of push through these walls and start attacking the Gondorian defense. But yeah, they're having a tough time. And while that's going on, Dol Amroth, aka Gondor, is riding around and doing some damage. Still just harassing, doing as much damage as possible. But it looks like most of the cav has been taken care of. They saved the artillery. Good on Mordor. It looks like there's a little bit of a fight back here, but they do save it. I'm not sure why they're not using these siege towers. I mean, you can never have enough siege towers. Got a big force ready to push over here. That's a cool shot. Got all these troops ready. I think, are they pushing? Yes, finally. Mordor on this side is now pushing the Gondorian defense. We have orc fodder charging in first. Wait, okay, Muhad warriors. Okay, I thought it was the Muhad beasts the Javi unit. There's a Javi unit of that type, but yeah, I would be pretty upset if they were charging in a Javi unit first. It's like, oh god, that'd be horrible. But so far the defense is holding. So far Gondor is doing a decent job. Now Rune though, he's starting to commit the bad boys, as in the really scary. He's got some spearmen pushing up, some Easterling spearmen. Looks like Mordor is also pushing up some troops up here as well. So yeah, he's showing up as reinforcements, and they're like attacking the furthest flank possible. All right, and then we have some Eastron clansmen pushing forward as well. Oh, the gate is being absolutely stormed right now. Now this is like one of the easiest point of entries for Minas Tirith. The gate, you can really push a lot of troops through it. And usually in normal Total War games, I avoid the gate. But for the case of Minas Tirith, the gate is a huge entry point, and you should definitely try to flood as many troops into this area as quick as possible. You are going to take some casualties. You got the classic, you know, troll charge going into the Gondor infantry, just like the movie. Except Dol Amroth wasn't in the movie, but I'm pretty sure they're in the books. But yeah, the trolls are they're doing a good job of disrupting the initial formation, but they are going to start to drop pretty soon. It looks like there's more trolls back here. I think that's the officer getting ready to charge in. Look at the sprites. The sprites, they don't have proper sprites. You see how you zoom away? It's like a picture. Yeah, they don't have proper sprites for this unit, but that's okay. They're going to keep getting some cycle charges in. And look at, they just like, there's like, what, 6 of them? 5 of them? Getting chased by trolls. They're like, leave our troops alone. Oh, they turn and face them and just get slammed. Oh my god. These trolls just crush them. No hope. And then back this way. Still no push. Still no push. Wow. They are just holding this position. Weird. Back over this way. It looks like a great stand from Gondor. The attackers are having a tough time trying to break through this. We're down to some trolls. They're pushing up more infantry. Balance of power at sea. Allies killed. I guess allies would be Gondor, so 10% of Gondor has been killed, and 19% of the attackers have been killed. Let's see if that changes anytime soon. Wow, Gondor is just putting up an excellent defense right here on these walls as Mordor continues to push in. They just got to keep going. I mean, you just got to keep throwing troops in there and trying to overwhelm them. Like, you can't stop. You just got to keep trying to go for it. I'm surprised they're not using this siege tower, and just, I don't know why they gave up on these siege towers. Like, fill this entire wall with siege towers and overwhelm them. Just send in everybody you can and take those walls. You take the walls, you're going to be looking pretty good. Because like I said earlier, you can set up archers up here. And you can do some good damage. Now some archer fires coming down on these troops. The cav. Another rush of orcs going for the gate. It is getting laggy, guys, because it's getting very intense with numbers. The orcs are once again trying to disrupt the formation, but they are going in with such a stronger force this time that I think Mordor, the attackers, should be able to take this position. So while that's going on, let's go look over here. Still no commitment to the fight. And I'm trying to think about why. Well, there's a little bit of a fight here going on. But I'm trying to think why they're not rushing this side. And I think it's because there's no way up from this side. The only way up to the other tier is right here, right? So I think what they're trying to do is take control of this area right here. And if you control this area, you cut off all of these troops. Okay? You cut off all of these troops. So by sitting here and waiting, it makes them useless. They're doing nothing. They're killing nothing. So if you're Gondor, what do? Okay, so let's say that Mordor pushes through here and you're starting to lose your exit route. Well, you're going to kind of panic and you're going to start shifting units over to there to try to fight your way out of it. And that's going to leave up openings for Mordor to start attacking and getting through the defenses. And then you end up getting surrounded over here, like completely surrounded, because you're attacking the gate and you're getting attacked by the, from the rear. So I think that's their strategy. I mean, that's just my little input on this little tactic here. They're just kind of making these units useless because they're going to have to fall back this way anyways. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot and that's just a stupid conclusion. But back over this way, Rune once again are pushing up more troops. It is getting extremely laggy. I can't. There we go. Rune, Mordor pushing up troops. I think they're starting to overwhelm the defenders. We've got some archers opening fire. Let's see, what do we got over here? Those aren't archers. Where are the archers? They're back here. No? There they are. Militia archers. Opening fire, trying to soften up these attackers. So Gondor is still holding up for this gate, but I'm telling you guys, I don't think it's worth defending over here as Gondor. And look, there we go. See this? They're starting to shift the units over there. I haven't killed a single unit. They're leaving the defenses. Now, of course, they're going to leave the troops up here on the walls. They're not going to completely abandon this side. And these orcs have actually, these are the first orcs that have attacked the walls and made it to the streets. So the first orcs in the streets, not including the ones charging through the gate. So, epic fight right there. Archer fire trying to go after the blobbed up pikemen in the back. More trolls trying to get in here and help. Ooh, it's getting laggy. You know, it's been so long since I've done a big third age battle like this that I kind of forgot about this, like, poor performance. It's like Medieval 2 is a great game and everything. It's just so old. And these mods are so big that it often causes these lag issues. Just framing and stuff. You just can't handle it. So Gondor's still putting up an excellent fight for these walls, just not wanting to give it up. Mordor is just, as every minute passes, is inching closer and closer to getting this position. Oh, there goes the trebuchet. Hold on. Is that the trebuchet? Yes, it is. Trebuchet way in the back. Saved a lot of their ammo, trying to open fire, and I would go for this big blob here. But it looks like they were going for these troops back here. The warriors here, the Muhad warriors. Maybe they're going for the siege tower. Maybe they're trying to destroy it. Oh, and one of the gates are being destroyed right now. Or, I'm sorry, the wall section. Who's doing that? Who is doing that? Somebody's shooting at this. Oh my god, and they leave their archers up there only to be crushed. And they fall to their death. And that's going to be a huge win for the attackers. And this is going to open up a whole nother choke point. They're going to be able to run through and do a ton of damage on the flank. Is this a huge break? Oh my god, look at this break right here. Cowards. Cowards. So these walls have completely cleared. Gondor is falling back. You see this? Look. So that's a victory right there. Mordor is going to be able to take this entire section with only losing few troops, causing Gondor to fall back and hold their exit. That's cool. The Siege of Minas Tirith underway. The gate is, or the wall is about to open up here. Troops are already throwing stuff through the wall. The opening here, look at that. Javi's going after these back troops here, trying to kill the spearmen. Dol Amroth. They're preparing their men, ready to hold. Look at that, that's cool. Just seeing Javi's come out of nowhere, do a bunch of damage. These troops are pushing out the militia. Rune is now pushing up some spearmen. Some Easterlings. The walls over here are slowly being conquered by the attackers. And it's only a matter of time. This is not good either. So if I was the attackers, I would try to push a lot of troops over here, try to take this wall, and then cut off the retreat over here. Because that's the thing about Minas Tirith. There's not a lot of... Oh, wait. Wow. Okay. Big stand right there by the defenders. And, I mean, honestly... There goes another wall. Honestly, looking at this, I think the strongest force is right here. They've got a couple troops back here, but I mean, overall, a lot of the attackers are dead. I mean, a huge chunk of them are dead. Look at it, 42% of the attack, almost half. Their forces are gone, and only 37% of the defenders are gone. So far, so good for the defenders, and they continue to hold this gate against such overwhelming odds. So they're going to keep trying to push. They're going to keep trying to hold more troops up there. They're now sallying out. Look at this. They're bringing the fight to them because they want to get those beast hunters, which, by the way, is the Javi unit. They're trying to kill them to protect their own men, but they continue to push out. Look at this. They continue to sally out and defend their city. Defend the walls by... They're actually protecting the walls. I mean, of course, they let them attack the whole gap here, but this isn't good. They're going to get outflanked. They're going to get outflanked and surrounded. This is like a foreshadowing of the Battle of the Black Gate. Overwhelming orcs surround a small blob of men of the West. But here comes Gondor with even more troops to try to protect the flank. Guys, I hope you're enjoying this slideshow. But look at this. Madness. So a big blob of a battle going on here. More blobs charging through here. Rune is still fighting so desperately to take these walls. We've got archers up there trying to defend it. Gondor is starting to run out of reserves. I mean, they still have a lot, but relatively speaking, their army has shrinked quite a lot. The percentages now are getting a little bit closer to even because of this reckless sally out. These poor men. I mean, could you imagine? Like think about the movie, all right, or the book. Think about the size of Mordor's army, and then your captain or your officer, whoever goes, all right, men, charge. What? Charge out of the city, right out and meet them. It's like, dude, no, this isn't Helm's Deep. This is not the same thing. So, yep, those poor souls are going to get crushed. Same thing over here. Gondor, the other unit that sallied out, are getting crushed. Trolls are charging in, and now they have ordered the retreat. They have ordered the retreat. It's a little bit of a defense over here, though. They haven't completely given up on this side. Got temple executioners fighting with some orcs. Trying to cut through there. And look at this. The attacking force is starting to establish themselves here, forming up a little bit. But there's little defenses here and there. So I got to give credit to Mordor. Or, I'm sorry, Gondor, for still trying to put up a fight over on this front. But the floodgates have just opened over here, and they're not going to hold for much longer, and that's why they're calling the retreat. I think they're going to form their next line right here, so they can still kind of defend the gate, but it kind of just like makes this flank not as important. You know, the fact that they're falling back and holding this line. Now, of course, these troops over here are going to be able to push and flank. Yep, they're already doing it. Flank behind Gondor. And that's going to cause a lot of defenders to die without, you know, using them of their fullest potential. You never want, like when you're defending, you never want to get a unit outflanked while they're defending, you know, because it just, you're not using them to the fullest potential. That's what I mean by using them to the fullest potential, you know? Like if they took on a unit head on and then slowly died, okay, that's their fullest potential. But if they're getting flanked and getting chopped up into pieces really quickly, yeah, it's just a waste of lives there. You know what I would do too is I would shift more units over here, over on this side. You take this wall here, you can set up archers, and you can start shooting at the backs of the defenders. You can shoot them dead. More orcs charging in. Look at that big old charge. Southron pikemen, look at, they're moving up pikemen. They're going to do a little pike v pike battle. It's just been a bloodbath over here. We got some units watching the rear. Some spearmen of Dol Amroth. Here we go. Here comes a charge of trolls going into the fight. Oh my god, the trebuchet coming out of nowhere. This is a great kill zone. What the hell happened here? Okay, somebody died on the walls, but that looked funky. We gotta watch this. Come on. Great hits. Here we go. Here comes another one. Oh my god, this is just gonna be a ultimate kill zone. And this is the kind of stuff that's game changing. They keep this up, they can turn this around. I mean, the percentages have shifted. The defenders have lost so many troops that they have now lost 66%. The attackers have lost 61%. Still very close. Oh my god, look at this. This is awesome. The trolls fighting these men. The artillery coming in. That looks amazing. Here comes another one. Boom. Oh, good hit there. Racking up crazy kills. when the trolls go down, the orcs are kind of panicking. The attackers are panicking, trying to shift troops around. They're trying to quickly kill the last remaining Gondorians who are defending this side, but it looks like they finally have taken it. And now at this point, you got two options here. Look at that, more artillery coming in. You either keep pushing here, or you try to get some troops to go around, and you keep trying to attack this wall. Because the wall is the key here. You send up troops, you move up archers, you can fire down, you do a ton of damage. Oh my god, that's getting dangerously close to hitting their own men. They're holding, damn it. They are holding. Oh my god, is that a huge break? Hold on, hold on. Are these troops breaking? Yes, they are. Are all of them breaking? Wow. Wow, okay. Huge break, and that's what Trebuchet does, man. That's what it does. But they gotta figure out a way to get around this. And just like mindlessly charging in men is not gonna cut it. Look at that. Arrows flying down, trying to soften up these troops. Yeah, it's getting nasty over here. I don't know. Oh, here we go, here we go. Okay, so they are pushing up more troops on the siege tower. They got the demons of the desert who are actually have really good Javi capabilities. They're gonna start throwing. Oh, but look at this. Gondor's not gonna have it. Gondor is moving up. Can these troops throw from up here? That's awesome. But they're gonna quickly have to go into melee here against these honor guard of Gondor. These champions are, looks like they're falling back a little bit. Mordor's starting to bleed through here a little bit. But Gondor holds strong. Mordor is now, and when I say Mordor, I mean collectively the attackers are pushing up more troops, trying to squeeze by these pikes. They're just so desperate to try to get through here. Orc maulers sitting back here. This is like all they have for reserves outside the city. Now they've got some troops back here as well, but oh no, friendly fire artillery. That's what I was waiting for. I think that's why Mordor is just squeezing tighter and tighter, closer into Gondor, because it makes it more difficult for the artillery to hit them, and you know, with avoiding the risk of friendly fire, because trebuchets are just not accurate. Yeah, they need to take these walls. They need to take them, move up some archers. Got some awesome archers back here, firing down at the, or firing at the troops up there. Trying to support that wall battle, which is good to see. Look like Mordor cleaned up the archers that survived that wall attack. And here we go, Rune sending in some Camus Chosen. And it does look like Rune is taking control of this section of the wall. And if that's the case, they're going to be able to get archers up here, and they're going to start doing damage. So finally, the attackers take the walls, and we're going to see a lot of Gondorians die from arrow fire thanks to the walls. Little bit over their heads. Uh-oh, they're flinging meat now. That's a good sign. You know, the orcs are like, meat, yummy. Like, oh wow, they're so nice. maybe Gondor isn't all that bad. It's like, why are we flinging meat at them? They're just gonna eat it. Like, what is the idea here? So that just means they're out of ammo. Once they start flinging meat, most cases, unless they change ammo types, which I doubt because the meat thing's just not worth it. But they are most likely out of ammo and they don't have the fireballs of justice. So they continue to put their stand here. They continue to hold. Okay, oh, look at this. Gondor is not done yet. They still continue to push up more troops and try to hold this wall here. Balance of power is getting pretty even. Looking at percentages, wow, this is so back and forth. Gondor has now 76% dead, and the attackers 78%. It's now in favor, in terms of percentage, it's in favor of the defenders, which before they were behind by like 5%. So they are definitely struggling here, but they are doing better, especially in this area, thanks to the artillery. But this line here of Gondorians is starting to look a little thin, and they might want to have to call a retreat and just hold this choke point here and start using the catapults. I think if they do that, if they make their last stand here, or maybe right here because there's a little path. Oh, another general has fallen. Not sure who. But yeah, they could hold here, and I think with the help of the catapults, they should be able to win this battle overall, but we'll see how that plays out. It seems instead that they're just charging up more troops over to the side, which isn't necessarily a terrible idea. It's just, you know, it's going to be tough. More troops pushing on the flank of Gondor. Now remember, Gondor sent up reinforcements. They even have a lot of archers opening fire at the wall battle. They know that they can't give up that wall. They know it's just too important. Too important to just give up. Another general falls. I think 3 generals have fallen defending or attacking these walls. I'm just not sure whose general is dying over there because the cutscenes are just showing me nothing. Gondor still holding, Mordor still pushing. Nothing new over here. Artillery is making a nasty mess. Templar executioners are pushing up. Orc marauders also pushing up, still fighting for this wall. I think they've got it though. I think they finally have it. I mean, Gondor sells a couple troops here, but it's not that much. Archers are moving up. Marksmen of Cariandros. Wait. Are they going to push up these champions? We'll find out. We'll find out soon. Archers still trying to soften up the troops on the walls, it looks like. Or are these guys firing? No, they're firing into the... These troops are firing into the wall. The Rangers are firing into this big gate area, courtyard blob, you could call it. So, it's coming down to the wire, guys. Balance of power still even. 81 to 84%. The percentages have kind of stayed the same as they increase together. I'm not really seeing that many more reserves. We've got some guard back here. That's it. I mean, it looks like we got some troops back here, the Orc Marauders, and I think also some archers. temple executioners, but most of the attacking forces have committed to this fight. Vicious fighting on this front line. Archers doing everything they can, but it looks like they're running out of ammo. At least this Athelian Ranger unit has ran out of ammo. Marksmen, they still got some ammo. They're trying. I don't know, guys. I mean, Mordor's running out of troops. Mordor seems like they're running out of troops. They do have a lot of elite troops here that can do a lot of damage. But I just don't think it's gonna be enough. Here comes more Southron archers. We're running into melee, so that just tells me that the attackers don't really have ammo left over. And as this goes on, as this continues, I just don't think... Oh, there goes another general. I think all generals have fallen on the walls here. But yeah, I just don't think Mordor has enough. I don't think the attackers have enough here. I don't want to call it too early, but it's looking like they're running out of troops. It's just a really good stand. I think the fighting at the gate won this battle because it was just an excellent stand there. And they stopped wave after wave until this wall came crashing down. And they realized, okay, we're not going to win this, so let's just kind of reform and get into a better position. Now, okay, Mordor has actually broken through the flank. Well, question is, though, I mean, there's still really good infantry alive. Well, actually, it's like down to archers. It's coming down to archers. I mean, it's really close. I mean, there's this last remaining infantry of these pikemen, but they're getting flanked around. You know what happens when pikemen get flanked around. Up this way, we have Temple Guard of Mordor just slicing through people. Gondor's got some Wardens of the White Tower, so they're trying to put up a fight. But I'm just kind of looking around. It does look pretty even. Here comes the champions. I don't know. I think Gondor still has this. Yes, most of their army is just skirmishers. But, I mean, what does Mordor have? Mordor's finally breaking through the courtyard area. Finally breaking through here. And that desperate stand from Gondor. Oh, and Nazgul has fallen. I think that was, that's the 5th general that has fallen in the battle. I'm pretty sure most of them have been attackers. But if most of them have been defenders, then possibly, based on morale, the attackers could win this one. Well, let's not forget, they still have a catapult here. Or do they? Wait, what? What happened? Where's their catapult crew? Wait, what? Hold on. Where's the catapult crew? Did they die? Oh my god, how did this happen? Was it archer fire that killed the catapult crew? No way. Did they run them away? Oh my god. Okay, they lost the catapult crew. Now that's completely changed everything, guys. That changes everything. I think the attackers can still win this one. I think they can do it. I don't know why it's still laggy. A lot of troops have died. I mean, 90% of the troops have died. All right, we got some Marines who pushed up trying to stop them. Mordor is pushing very aggressively. I'm surprised Gondor didn't like fall back and kind of cluster up their men over here. But the best thing that Gondor has right now are these champions. And right now it says defeat is a distinct possibility. I don't know. It's so close, guys, of a battle. Wait, is this a big break? Yes, it is. Mordor's breaking. Lots of breaking from Mordor. Bounce of power. It looks like it's slightly in favor of the defenders. These champions might need a little bit of help here against these temple executioners. These troops are breaking. They're glitched out. Big break over here. Big break. Got some halberds. I think these guys returned from breaking maybe. 143 halberds. That's going to be a pretty challenging force there. I think they've just lost their leadership. I think the orcs have lost their leadership. And they don't know what to do. They just don't know what to do. The morale is so low. It's hard to keep them in the fight. All right, here comes some troops that are returning from routing. Another general has fallen. That looks like that was a Nazgul. So that is another attacking general. It's tough, man. They need those generals. Now we are getting close to the end of this battle. Still very close to determine. It's too close to determine who's going to win. But if I had to pick, I would probably say Gondor. Oh, is that a big break over here as well? Yes. The walls are still being fought for. I mean, I think... Wait. Gondor falls back from the walls, pushing forward. And they are retaking this courtyard area, walking over dead orcs, dead humans. I mean, look at this. It's just, it's up to their hips with these, like, corpse. It's just everywhere. And they're actually sallying out. Look at that. They're going to sally out. I guess he's going to use the siege towers or something, get behind them. I don't know. But yeah, I think at this point, guys, it is safe to say that Gondor has successfully defended Minas Tirith without the help of the Oathbreakers, who, of course, show up a little bit later, at least in the movie. In the books, I don't think they attack the siege. They just attack certain things, like the navy that you see in the director's cut of Lord of the Rings. Which, of course, by the way, I have Lord of the Rings on Blu-ray. Right, Lord of the Rings on Blu-ray. It's the extended cut, where like each movie is like 4 or 5 hours long, and I watch that once a year, sometimes 2 times a year. So I watch that quite a lot. It just will always be my favorite movie, and I just remember being a kid and seeing that movie in the theaters. Here we go. Looks like they killed a general there. But yeah, I always remember being a kid, being in theaters. Being in the theaters, watching Two Towers, and just being blown away by the Siege of Helm's Deep. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. Oh, time goes by so fast. I was like in like 3rd grade when that came out, 2nd grade, maybe it was 2nd grade. Not really sure. But yeah, that was pretty young. Pretty young. And there we go. We got our midst defeats. Bounce power's way out there. So we'll just go ahead and speed it up as fast as possible, get to the end results, and we'll see some of these kills, which I'm sure are going to be crazy high considering the amount of troops on this battlefield. But yeah, it's a little bit of a laggy one. It's a bit of a, a slideshow. But that's usually how these third age battles go. They are very choppy, very laggy, especially the bigger ones. And wow, there's still a lot of time left, so we're just gonna edit it and fast forward to the end results. Okay, guys, so here we are, and look at the kills here. 4,266 kills. But yeah, we had 5 attackers and 3 defenders. So a couple of the attacking armies breaking the 1,000 count. Actually, most of them. One just shy of it. So the attackers didn't do too bad. It was a very close battle. It could have gone either way. But here are... Is that just... Okay, Dol Amroth. Let's see. Who got the most? 380. 376. It looks like 380 is the highest, which is his Knight of the Silver Swan. Wow. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the Siege of Minas Tirith. I'll see you guys next time on the battlefield.